And thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg's expected to provide an update on the status of LMPD this afternoon. Its chief, Jacqueline Villarreal, is currently on administrative leave, and during the investigation into how she handled a sexual assault allegation by Major Shannon Lauder against another LMPD major. Then just last week, 2 lawsuits were filed against the department, one by Officer Christine Silk, who claims 2 superiors sexually harassed her, and another by Sergeant Lauren Carby, who claims she was harassed at a pool party. Shannon Lauder is named in that lawsuit. We know the mayor will be joined by acting LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey today. They're set to speak at 3 o'clock over at Metro Hall. We will be there with the very latest coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll take a good look at these photos. Metro Police say this Chevy Tahoe is connected to the shooting outside a West Louisville nightclub, which killed a man and injured 7 other people. The homicide unit released these photos of what is believed to be the suspect driving away in this SUV after that shooting outside Club H2O. It is light brown or golden in color and dated between 2007 and 2014. Metro Police said the SUV would have bullet holes in the front.
We know that somebody knows where this vehicle is. We are desperately trying to locate this vehicle because we believe it will help lead us to identifying a suspect in this case.
40-year-old Joseph Bowers from Indianapolis died in that shooting. 7 others were taken to the hospital, one with life-threatening injuries. LMPD said anyone with information about that Tahoe or the shooting should call the anonymous tip line. That's 574-LMPD. Metro Police are also searching for suspects in 2 overnight shootings. The first happened just after midnight at the Derby Row Apartments on Bellamy Place near 7th Street. Police said 19-year-old Tayshawn Thomas was shot several times and died inside that apartment. And then half an hour later, officers found another young man shot on South Jackson Street near Mazik Middle School. He died at the hospital. Police said there is no indication these 2 shootings are related, but if you know anything, again, they have that tip line you can always call. A Shelbyville man accused in the shooting death of his wife and mother-in-law will appear in court today. Investigators arrested 32-year-old Michael Hunt after he told them he, quote, had a job to take both females out. Deputies found a woman shot dead, another with life-threatening injuries at a home in the Cropper area of Shelby County Friday night. The other woman later died at the hospital. And today we know investigators said after being questioned, Hunt admitted he killed his wife Emily Simmons and mother-in-law Beth Simmons. People who lived near the scene and were home during the time of the shooting say they didn't think much of those gunshots because it can be normal for their area.
I heard the shots. There was like 6 bangs that went off, and I thought it was the kids with the fireworks. I got up, went to the window, and I seen one person in the yard, but I didn't, I thought it was kids.
Well, Hunt is charged with murder and expected in court at 1 o'clock today. The victim's family says they're grateful for the love and support they've received, and once funeral arrangements are made, a public service will be held to celebrate both Beth and Emily. Metro Police are crediting a detailed anonymous tip for helping them arrest an alleged dog fighter. The department says it led them to Lillian Avenue in South Louisville, where they arrested Kareem Gardner for dog fighting and animal cruelty. They said Gardner is well known in the region for this. 4 dogs were found in terrible conditions, some of them sick with heartworms. We're told they are all getting care at Louisville Metro Animal Services. Well, right now, victim impact statements are being heard in the sentencing of Barry Souders. He's charged with attempted murder of a New Albany police officer and resisting law enforcement. It happened last May when Souders shot Corporal Andrew Byrne as he was fleeing police. Byrne shot back at Souders, who police eventually arrested. His sentence should be coming this afternoon. A judge has sentenced 36-year-old Michael Smithers Jr. for his role in a 2018 deadly shooting. He's set to serve 25 years after a jury found him guilty of complicity to murder. Police said back on February 2nd of 2018, 2 gunmen shot 18-year-old Shadariona Harrison as she sat in a car outside her home on Grand Avenue. Through surveillance video, Google data, and weapons tracing, investigators identified Smithers as one of those gunmen. His 25-year sentence will run concurrently with the 17 years he's already serving for other charges. Taking a look here outside your window on this Tuesday, 12:04. Nothing but real blue skies, maybe a little bit of haze in the air. Sam?
Yeah.
You're back?
Brooke, fancy seeing you here at noon. It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit, yeah. I was enjoying Pensacola weather.
I know you sure were.
You were
The
up
Sharks
north.
stayed away from you, and then I was up north.
We went opposite ways.
We sure did. I was in clouds and 70s over the weekend. You were down in the heat of the sun down there in Florida. So I really hope it was a good vacation there, Brooke. Hey, right now, live look right now at Louisville. We are seeing a clear blue sky underway just over downtown. Things will get a little more interesting later on this afternoon. We're actually going to be watching a line of showers and storms, but in the meantime, it's downright hot and sunshine filled outside. 89 in Louisville, currently 87 in Seymour. Feels like we're also sitting in the upper 80s in Louisville. So humidity factor is not a big deal today, luckily. The feels like temperature is smack dab at the actual air temperature. Take a look at the hourly forecast, mid-90s through the course of the afternoon. Later on tonight, we will be still in the 80s, but take a look at that storm icon around 4 o'clock. This is what we're watching. To the north, there's a band of showers and storms. It has been producing a few severe thunderstorm warnings along northern Indiana, and some of this activity trying to inch its way into Indianapolis right now. A batch of it just to the north and east. You can see quite a bit of lightning with that line of showers and storms. So this is going to make its way towards our area as we get you into later on this afternoon and into the evening. Futurecast now keeping the storms moving in as we get closer to about 4 p.m. just in time for that afternoon rush hour commute. Brooke, everybody should be sticking around. I'll let you know just how stormy later today will be. You know, give more of an update on the heat week by week or day by day throughout the course of the week coming up.
All right, Sam. The out-of-the-box solution to the JCPS transportation problem is expected to move forward today. The district's board plans to discuss an agreement with TARC at tonight's board meeting. Now, it's unclear whether it'll come to a full vote, but tonight the board is going to discuss that plan TARC approved on June 7th, involving TARC leasing upwards of 70 drivers to JCPS for the upcoming school year. On paper, this could be mutually beneficial for both parties. Last year's bus driver shortage and the nightmare issues with new routes caused are still fresh in most of our minds. Plus, back in April, JCPS told parents of magnet and traditional school students it was cutting many of their bus routes. Well, a JCPS proposal shows that bringing in TARC could mean restoring some of those. And for TARC, it means keeping drivers employed.
It's an important step forward for us beyond just contributing to the community because it means we're able to push out any potential layoffs. These are drivers that we're now able to keep working, we're able to keep folks supporting their family, and that's an important thing for TARC moving forward.
Well, right now the plan is to integrate TARC drivers into JCPS come July, but that is only if the board votes to agree with and accept this agreement. Discussions are scheduled for tonight, along with an update on the state of JCPS transportation. This comes as TARC service reductions are scheduled to begin at the end of this month. The Transit Authority previously announced it will roll back a weekday service for 19 of its 30 fixed route bus lines and discontinue 3 routes altogether. TARC says the route reductions give it time to look for long-term solutions. It's facing a financial crisis and will lose about 20% of its operating budget as American Rescue Plan funding awarded during the COVID era ends. Now, Union President Lillian Brentz says the route reductions will impact more than just TARC drivers.
Every time there is some funding issues, they just keep chipping away at the service to the point to where it's barely in existence. It's public transportation. You cannot talk about jobs, you cannot talk about food, you cannot talk about health care without talking about transportation.
TARC 3 paratransit will not be affected. Now, the 4 most critical TARC routes, that's Route 4, 10, 23, and 28, will also remain exactly the same. In the meantime, JCPS plans to host another bus driver blitz that's happening tomorrow. It'll be the 4th recruiting event in a matter of months. It's happening tomorrow from 9 to 2 at the Norton Healthcare Sports and Learning Center. The district asks that you bring a driver's license, 2 forms of ID, a copy of your high school diploma or GED, a voided check, and 2 references. You can also apply to be a bus driver online. We have a link to all of this information on our homepage, WHAS11.com. A lot could happen during tonight's transportation update, so stay connected with us on the WHAS 11 app.